you made 500,000. Will you keep it? Today we're going to talk about why exit timing matters and what do we mean by this title, because most people actually think that the biggest property mistakes, right, is like buying the wrong property. But sometimes, right, you can actually buy a pretty decent property but only make a few thousand. And the reason why is because you exited at the wrong time. So today, right, we're actually going to go through a real example of how that can happen and how you can actually find out what is the right exit timing.
Okay, so again, a bit of a disclaimer. Everything we share is based on our own opinion and our own research. If you want to do it yourself, please do your own diligence and do your own research. So what Dylan tries to say, right, is because a lot of our videos, we always talk about exit. And I feel that exit is really important because at that point of time, right, you buy, right, you won't know how much you're going to earn. But exit is the time, it's like, how to say, it determines whether you make or lose.
The real outcome.
So that's why we focus a lot on exit, because a lot of time people, when it comes to property investment, buying property, they feel that, hey, do I buy this, do I lose money? Or maybe when I want to sell, the price not so good, maybe I should hold. So that's all these things like,
I think a lot of people focus, right, is on entries. But entry is only like half of it only. Because even if you get the best entry, but you exit wrong, actually it will still affect.
For example, just now Dylan in the headline say, right, you make 500, but in the end of the day, maybe your profit, because you didn't choose to exit, you think that the price might go higher. You hold, but in the end, suddenly the price dropped by half, 250.
Technically,
you still make, but actually you lost about 250k because of the wrong timing in terms of exiting.
Correct.
So this is something that we want to talk about, which I just said today. 250k is gone just like that because you exit the wrong timing. So what we do about exit, right, is always ask ourselves like, hey, today when you buy a property, right, in the next 3 to 5 years, right, will the buyer still choose us?
Yeah, so how do we determine this? Of course, a lot of people just look at maybe layout or the pricing, right? But then again, there's a bigger thing that we should look at, right? Is, for example, the supply in the area. Who are your future competitors? These are the things that we actually need to analyze and need to understand.
And also when at the point of time, maybe you are the newest and you don't have competitors. Then after 1 or 2 years, right, suddenly a new competitors come out. Actually, you need to beware to know your competitor. You need to. So today, if you are staying in a condo, right, or there's a new launch beside, you actually need to go down to a show flat and take a look. See the floor plan. See the pricing or what. But mainly see a floor plan. Does this floor plan actually make you become the, how to say, not so preferred, correct?
Yeah, so when let's say you go there, you realize, hey, maybe my one will not be so preferred when this project TOP. Then you need to think, hey, should I do something before it actually TOPs? Yeah. So these are certain things that, you know, it will help you in your exit lah.
Correct. We will later show you a few examples lah.
Yes.
So now we talk about these two condos that is side by side, Commonwealth Tower and Queen's Peak. They are both 3 years apart. Let's just say that the Commonwealth Tower, right, notice this TOP meaning is they take key lah. So when we took side by side, right, when you see the 1 bedroom at 2018 at the point of the Queen's Peak, Commonwealth Tower TOP, right? Actually the profit was quite decent for 1 bedroom. It was about 100 plus K for 1 bedroom. I think
quite good lah.
Yeah,
1 bedder.
1 bedder, because 1 bedder the profit margin, right, it's not so hard. It's not so easy to get about 100 plus, 200 plus because the size is so small, right? To have a 200 to 300 profit, right, means PSF jump a lot. And 1 bedroom buyer characteristic is always investors. When they buy, right, they want rental yield, and they don't want to buy so expensive because this will affect their rental yield. That's
especially if you're an investor.
Investors for buying 1 bedroom is always for rental yield. Capital appreciation for them might be secondary. Then, but one thing you need to take a closer look, right, is there's something happened during 20 to 2021. The profit actually dropped a lot. 100 to 100 Then from here actually some dropped by half.
Yeah, in fact, you see most of the figures is actually a 5 figure. It used to be above 100,000, which is above 6 figures, and all become 5 figures, right? In fact, the lowest are even just a 16,000, which is really not something that is ideal.
So it boils down to same. What you say, you maybe buy the correct one, but you exit at the wrong time. So because right here 100, then suddenly you saw, my profit dropped by half. Then suddenly people start to sell like lelong sell. Then you thought, if I don't sell, maybe my profit all gone.
Correct.
Then you exit. Then eventually, it's suddenly the price cuts go up there.
We can't predict. They can't predict.
So in a way, what happened? Then it's like, wow, I sell too early.
Yes.
It's also one to try to drive a point across that you might buy the correct one, but you exit wrong
The
timing wrong So that means sometimes of course this might be not your first property. If you are someone that is upgrading, or maybe you use one of the profit of you make from a previous property investment, right?
Yeah.
Then after you now put into here,
Yeah.
technically you lose everything.
It's more of like preservation of your profit. Yeah, because sometimes yes, maybe we make some profit, right? But today, why is it so important? Because if we will take the profit and we go to something that we don't never plan the exit well, right? We might end up losing that profit.
Then that means your last property cycle, all this thing wasted.
It's kind of
Then it's like if you are the toast. Imagine you are buying new launches, then you go and rent three months, you suffer all this thing. Then now you sell already your new launch, you make one time.
Yeah.
Now you say, hey, confident, I want to make another time. So you do the same same cycle again. You go and rent. So 6 years. Let's just say you take 7 years of rental Wow. Then suddenly is it only the last one It's like all your effort gone to the drain
Yeah, I mean money is one thing, but I definitely think time and effort also is, renting and all these things, make a lot of sacrifices. So that's why it's so important to understand exit.
Yeah. So why this happen is because just now we were looking at Queen's Peak, right? Their TOP is 2020. Is it a coincidence? Because just nice 2020, right? Then when Queen's Peak TOP, right? You understand, your right next door got 266 small unit that comes into place. So number one, you will see, more supply going to compete with you. And usually 1 bedroom, the layout, more or less the same.
Yeah.
So a buyer going to come and view this area to do as an investment. Definitely they will see both one.
Correct. And to me, right, as an investor, right, sometimes, maybe we look at Queen's Peak or we look at Commonwealth Towers, right, and we realize that the difference is only 3 years. But today, let's say the Queen's Peak, I can get something at a good price, layout almost there, but it's 3 years newer. Actually, I will still go for Queen's Peak because why not? Newer lease Although people say 3 years only, not a big difference. But since it's the same
and maybe rental is the same.
Everything same.
So I would definitely choose a newer one.
Because that's the advantage.
Yeah. So at the point of when you buy a 1 bedroom in Commonwealth, for example, you must, when Queen's Peak at new launch, you actually just take a look at what is the
entry price. Okay.
Yeah. If the entry price is a lot higher than yours, maybe you can have this calculation, but because when they bought this price, they have to sell higher.
Correct.
Because a minority of people will sell at a loss and sell below one. This is because nobody will want to take a loss.
And technically, because it's only 3 years apart, right? There could be a chance that the price, there's not much big difference because it's just 3 years apart. Of course, not saying that it's 100%, price can move.
So these are the little things that we do that assess at. It's called like, a fact check of your property, or whether it still holds the advantage if you hold it on. Will we get a chance to go up more or go down or maybe stagnant? These are things that we have to discuss in a closed door. So one thing is, there is this signal already, because right, when Queen's Peak launch, right, that's what I say, you know that your thing will, your Commonwealth will be resale, and now there's more supply come out. But does it only mean that more supply come out equals to competition, then cause your price to drop?
That one will be too simplistic
Yeah.
Like, got supply, so my price will be lousy. I will smooth out. I mean, it's not so simple as that. Because later we're also going to go through another case study, right? Of that
So this one, we actually see it in the main issue why you can see the drastic drop price, right, is because when Queen's Peak TOP, their selling price is almost similar at Commonwealth.
Correct.
This is one of the main issue, I think, because today if I buy same price,
might as well buy newer.
Yeah, might as well buy newer.
Yeah, I can get newer, why not?
Yeah.
So that what the person will think which is logical
Yeah, because for investment purposes, right, the newer the property is better for the investor
Correct.
But if you are someone who buy own stay, of course you will still choose Commonwealth Tower because it's just right beside the MRT. But buying one bedder for own stay, like I say, is the minority. It's not majority. So these are things that you must know. Behavior. Who buy?
That's why even for different type of units, right? Let's say 1 bedder or 3 bedder, the strategy is very different. Yeah, we cannot just use the same strategy for all bed types. 4 bedder, 5 bedder, all same. No such thing. Yeah, we really have to analyze how do the buyers actually look at all these sizes. What do they really need?
For example, if you're talking about 1 bedroom, how 1 bedroom actually have a chance to sell higher, right? If you have follow again, if you have follow our videos, you can find one Marine Garden, right? We actually have a strategy when we actually how to sell high lah in terms of a one bedder. The first one you want for one bedder, right? We know the buyer pool mainly investor. Investor look at what?
Rental use, yeah.
So what is a good rental yield? You have to know. Usually between the 3.5 to above 4 is good.
It's very good lah.
It's good lah. Then after that, imagine now is 850. You want someone to buy at 1 mil. Then 1 mil, right? So your rent must be go up higher to make your yield to be 4. If it doesn't become 3.5 to 4%, right, in terms of rental yield, right? Investor might not want to pay a higher price.
Because you must think, as an investor, right, why must I pay a higher quantum for the same rent? I want to get something where it's lower so that I can, my rent is, even it's the same, it's okay, but if I get something lower, it makes more sense. But you pay more for the same rent, I think as an investor, you won't go for it. Yeah.
So the main thing for one bedder, right, if you want to sell high, your property itself, the rental yield must be high. So if you want to sell with rent, with a tenant, right? For example, that time because LFG, if you talk about strategy about TOP, right? First rent out first. Then subsequently, right? If you really want to sell and not holding, right? The next tenant, right? We try to push up as high as possible to match to come out to the price you want to sell lah.
Yeah, but of course, all these things is what we do in terms of exit strategy. Yeah, if you just sharing with you lah.
So one bedroom, 3 bedroom, all different lah. The different things. So main thing we see from here, right, is because Queen's Peak almost sell at the same price. That's why I think at that point 2.0 was the greatest hit lah.
The one bedder suffer lah.
So does it mean the new supply coming equal to sell? Your next door neighbor, got new launch, better before you want to sell. Actually, it's no. That's why we say, right, you must know your competitor. Because the 3 bedroom, you see, this is actually Commonwealth Tower also. We go back to the dates. 2022 ma?
2022 is the Queen's Peak deal.
Okay, the profit still quite healthy, what?
Close to 300.
Yeah,
300,000.
price still go up, but that's not. I think you must notice never like of course got one that is. But main thing is
overall still okay
overall is 200 to 300 continue progressing up one. What happened?
Yeah, so why did this happen? That's the most important So because based on the previous one, let's say you hold a 3 bedder at Commonwealth, you see, next door is going to TOP Queen's Peak. Based on the logic, I have a faster sell because I got competition. But actually the opposite happened.
Yeah.
End up the 3 bedroom perform. Then if you imagine you go and sell, then you realize, why I sell? Actually perform.
Yeah. So this is another. You buy a good one, but you exit at wrong time. You lost about 100 plus to 300 because of the wrong timing you exit. Because why? Now we know that Queen's Peak got 228 but why did Commonwealth Tower 3 bedrooms still perform? That's why we must understand deeper when you about competitor, not just supply.
Got supply only, means my price will drop. Actually, not so straightforward. We need to look closer at all the things that later we're going to show you lah.
Yeah, I mean for this, actually you can do it yourself. But main thing is, are you in always monitoring? That's the thing. Your daily life, all these things. If your family, you got kids, you got your work, all these things, right? Unless you are very into property, or unless you are someone that this property is an investment, and you keep everyday update or maybe 1 or 2 months update all these things. Then you got time, then you can do it yourself. Then you know the market.
But actually most people won't because they really work so busy. Then they got your life and your kids.
Usually,
unless you're really into it. No, honestly.
I also got another. I feel usually you will receive a flyer Then you will see the valuation
always high only.
And like not bad Then you start to get excited. Then you start to think that maybe buy sell or not. All these things. Because a lot of people when they buy a place, right, sometimes they won't know when to sell one. When they see the price, I like make a lot then I must think of selling But for us, we don't. We try our best to see the exit before all these things happen. We put ourselves in a better position.
Right.
That's what we do. So the main thing is you can see from Commonwealth Tower 3 bedroom, normal 904 square feet, right?
Very functional.
Enclosed tuck-in kitchen. Then all the bedrooms like that just normal nothing squarish everything right? But why they still perform is when you see Queen's Peak 3 bedroom layout. You see, number one, they are bigger. Does big means better? So one thing the big one is got the private lift. Wow, like that.
Good. Foyer.
For you, but 3 bedroom. Sometimes then you first thing is
Foyer technically, I mean, of course that's subjective lah. But to me, foyer actually quite wasted space lah. Because you're not going to put a sofa there. You're not going to put anything there.
if I'm not wrong, a lot of people will put cabinet here lah.
Yeah lah.
To fill out the space lah. You know, really wasted space.
If not you foyer, you cannot put sofa. Then you come home, you block by the sofa, cannot be ma. So foyer is technically wasted, but of course some people still like it because privacy and all that lah. Yeah, so to me, foyer is wasted. Then of course,
then the open concept, then the dining area here.
3 bedroom open concept kitchen.
Can have 3 compact is sometimes.
3 compact, yes lah. But I feel that if own stay person, right, I think most people will still prefer enclosed. Of course, maybe the newer generation will open it because they don't cook.
But main thing is, I feel one of the critical part also when you come in, when you're cooking, then you're dining here. The dining out of nowhere one. It's like force put in one. This is where you go for viewing also, right? If you feel you need to think about where you put this, like you have your dining area, right? You feel that wow, if my dining need to put here, it's out of nowhere one.
Correct.
This will cost some.
So example, you put here. You cannot block. Then you put here, not bad, but you got to skirt lor. Then imagine someone cooking here, you got to go this way lor. This thing blocking you. Then you put here, you're blocking the entrance to your bedroom. But where cannot put one, so
there's only few areas that you can put. Then it's like no designated. Let's just say no designated dining area lah. Then secondly, of course, the balcony law curve for if you have last week the Thomson one we talked about sky habitat the zigzag those type of balcony the cheap track is be harder to do. Then curve one even harder.
Curve is maybe you can still do, but it wastes a lot of space.
It's not so it's more expensive because more special that same thing lah. For this one the 9361 also same, of course no foyer, but of course again open concept. Then from there the living lah. But one key thing, if you notice for me lah, will be for the 2 common bedroom, while as the Queen's Peak right will be super single. Also this one also super single. So do they ask you lah? Because in the end of the day you will still want to buy a 3 bedroom, you will still view both product, right? You cannot be since it's so near, you cannot be like, oh, I don't only like Queen's Peak.
You go and see one.
You go see, we do comparison It still is like that Get a fight of the place. Then you suddenly when you see Commonwealth Tower already wow, not bad size but you don't feel it Then after that you go the Queen's Peak and go and do a viewing, right? Why suddenly the room like smaller? That's the part that people will feel it one. For us, I think the super single will make a very big impression. Then people will think, 904 square feet.
I thought supposed to be bigger Then they realize that the room is,
Then they think, the space not very efficient. This is what we call efficiency of layout. If the layout is done right, efficient, people even smaller in square feet, right? People will still like it one.
Correct. That's why, let's say example, if today Queen's Peak layout, right, is almost similar to Commonwealth Towers, right? Then maybe, Commonwealth Towers 3 bedroom might not perform as well. But today, in this case, of course, in terms of comparison, maybe Queen's Peak is maybe not so preferred lah. Of course, not saying that it's totally bad because it's still okay. But at the end of the day, is that people will compare. That is the key part when it comes to exit. We need to understand our competitor.
So today, if you ask me, if I'm a 3 bedroom in Commonwealth, then I know they are like that, right? I got plus point so maybe I can.
I hold up because I know people that go at Queen's Peak, I will come and see mine. And they compare. Then they will realize mine is better, which means I can hold on for a better price. Example.
This is something we have to take note. So for me, the critical is the common bedroom lah. Because when people buy resale or when people go and view, right, they always look at the feel.
The feel,
Once they go into the room, they will feel already.
Because I mean square feet, they have these numbers lah. It's just 900 or you can say whatever, 9.
Then you will start, they will ask the agent, where is the square feet? Then have then very big college.
The aircon is really quite big.
Very long.
You see one whole length. This one also a bit of a zigzag. But you notice Commonwealth Tower, right?
Then
okay, one more here lah. Don't say But at least it's not like this one really a cost. Not very long.
So because you still will ask, where the size go? Then you will start to compare. Then that's why Commonwealth Tower become more advantage, more preferred. Because it's squarish. I don't need to think a lot. I can where to put my thing.
I mean, functional at the end of the day, right? I still think it's very important because at the end of the day, we buy a 3 bedroom as really for, let's say for own stay. We definitely want a common room that can at least fit a queen size. That would be ideal.
Correct.
Right? If can, we want. And we don't want a lot of inefficient space. We want a normal balcony. We don't want, funny layouts and curve and all that.
But queen size also give me flexibility. Today I put a single, right? Meaning I can put a small study table, all these things. Then it will still squeeze up in a way.
Yeah, so usability is still very important.
Correct.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So what is the real lesson here? Then suddenly one bedder I must.
Yeah, so one bedder you need to beware.
Then three bedder, then like double leg. So what actually learn today is today you must always, before you buy, right, you must know about your exit first.
Yeah.
Then during the midst of the staying, for example here, you also need to know your competitor. Because the competition can change. Whether you want to exit or not,
I mean, this will affect
because either you're not preferred, then your price will drop. It's like that.
Right. Because that's why we need to understand exit, right? Because when the competition is so-called got advantage over us, or whatever we need to first analyze then this is how we actually protect our profits. Yeah, because today I think everyone will definitely try their best to enter at
everywhere. Also best entry price.
We'll go for the best entry price. Nobody want to overpay one But people want to overpay, but don't have
Sure got one way or another way will tell you this is the best entry price. So because so before you buy, right, always ask next time. I got one comment very funny, right? Because we talking about a lot of exit then I got one comment that actually say in a video I can't even know what is my 10 days future, right? How I know 10 years. Funny but main thing is we try to do a bit of homework to keep ourselves protected, keep ourselves safe. Because today we are not buying $10, $20 thing. We are buying like millions.
I mean, okay, end day, right? We're not trying to stress everybody out. Wow, they must analyze everything, all these things. But I think what we're trying to share with everyone, right, is that today, let's say you have plans, right? I think it's very important to really understand the exit strategy, understand the plan, understand everything, do it properly. Yeah, then it will help you in terms of your
even if you think that I'm not selling, it's okay. But you still have the exit plan. All these things is okay. So you only ask who will buy next, is my layout compared to others more superior, all these things. Then from there, right, if I'm superior but my quantum, I need to pay for the comparison, right? I need to pay extra 300 to 400. Maybe that one we'll go to the cheaper one. But if only 50 to 100, then we must sit down whether this 50 to 100 makes sense. Then we need to compare installment. Because when your layout superior, right, people will still choose you. People will still pay more. If you are the best in that cluster.
Correct.
This is the thing that then who will compete? Next time even your new launch or But this one you don't know because when you buy that time, nobody knows about the new launch. But unless and you buy that time, there's already a new launch beside. Then you need to compare. What's the price you enter? What's the gap? All these things.
Or there's a land sales coming out, something like that
Already land sales already know already. Then when should you exit Once when you buy one bedder, three bedder, you have to know your agak-agak
because timing is important. That's why we shared the 3 years difference. Actually make a lot of difference. Even though it's just 3 years. In terms of the 3 bedder or the 1 bedder, all the different unit types.
For example, today you're talking about 1 bedder. Then after that, we must prepare before the supply come in. Then how do you be the best of the best? At this moment, you need to strategize your rental already. Because you want to sell, you need to try to maybe even vacant or 1 or 2 months, right? But you need to push out your rental so that when you want to sell, right, you are attractive to investor.
Correct.
These are things. Then all these things. So why is it so important? Is today your future buyer also, because you must understand this part. Today your competition isn't your only one. Your future competition also comes in. New launches. When they TOP, then when they come in, right, this will affect your exit. And also government policy. For example, the most recent one, not about 50 miles, this thing, it's about how the layout should work because of harmonization.
So I mean on the ground, I mean there's a lot of people that actually still are not very familiar or aware of this thing called harmonization. Because sometimes I will ask the resale buyers, have you heard of harmonization? Some of them, they can tell me, or maybe they don't count aircon latch, that kind of thing, but they never really understand deeper, right? Like how does this affect?
Correct.
That's why I want to share with you in this video.
Like how aircon, this small aircon latch or efficiency of layout can determine 4 to 500k difference in terms of pricing.
Like how why?
For example, harmonization is you update phone, right? New software, new OS, this is a new update policy that make disturb the resale market.
Like, it's like URA guideline now they want to how to say, make sure it's fair for the buyers.
Correct.
The developers don't charge too much on non-usable space. Yeah.
So now is a key difference. How does, for example, you are someone buying at Urwell. Normalize.
Yeah.
Then you now know that River Green is beside you is harmonized. So how this going to affect you, right? For example, to say today your master is 11.8. Urwell is 861 square feet. River Green is 786
Yeah.
because of usable space only calculated.
Yeah, correct.
You got 0.8. Okay.
Difference.
So your common about 0.9. Master bathroom 0.2. Then this one got the common one 7.9 then this one 7 So about 0.9. So technically if you zoom out also plus 1 cost 25, 24. Then almost the same kitchen almost the same. 6 and 5.9.
0.1
So technically, actually, I just want to share with you. Actually, maybe over only 3 square meter differences.
Correct.
But in terms of pricing, a very big difference.
There's a bigger difference. Yeah.
So already transacted 3,000 per square foot. It was about 2.64. And during River Green launch, right, a 9th floor is about 2.25.
Yeah, so of course this one, right, what we're trying to say is that when we look at that moment in time, let's say we are thinking to buy either one, maybe around here or that area, like River Green, we're trying to compare, right? At that time, there is a unit that has available at this price at 2008. Then of course we don't know whether it's a good price, But now that if we do this analysis, and then some people might think, hey, it's smaller, of course it's cheaper, what? But if you really compare based on harmonization, because you must understand, around here still got aircon latch. That's why it's bigger, Yeah, so if after 861 we minus away the aircon latch, actually the difference not very big.
Not very big.
But the price almost 4K different. That is the thing that we're trying to drive across.
So this will be your river for people who are well, right? River Green will be a very solid competitor in terms of future, because their entry price is definitely way lower than you.
And this is why harmonization is something that if we are owning something and there's a harmonization plot coming out or a harmonization new launch coming out, we need to be very careful. We need to
I need to sit down and reassess your situation. So you do a swap. Correct. All these things. But of course, not everyone can swap because of your needs and
I mean, just to be aware
so at least we just sit down, have a clarity. So that you know what is going to happen, all these things. Should you put yourself at which position, which should you take advantage
How
of
should you plan ahead also?
All these things. Because there will be no more aircon latch for all the future new launches.
They're not going to count.
Not going to count already. So all the harmonization is going to be normalized. But right now, we are still at the first phase. All these things. So these are the work that people don't see us doing, because to us we do until we very make it look very simple.
We definitely, of course, start to learn more things to actually improve on what we analyze for our clients. And I think today market, right, there's really a lot of changes, a lot of things that we must look at. It's not as simple.
So for us, like today, if you buy something, of course we need to learn our demand and supply, your future launches, who are going to buy from you. This will always comes to the exit timing and also the price gap. Today we talk about entry, so actually how we determine the entry. We also we use, if you have followed our video, right, we have a land cost video, and we use this as an example. Today we know that this is done brand, and we know that the starting price was about 2689, but we don't look about 2689. We talk about land cost. The land bid was about 1,200.
Correct.
So then the news say they saw about average 3,000 based on this. So what does this news tell us? It's not just that they sell average there, but how can you use this information to help you in your property decision? For example, now we know that Bedok bought at 1,330. Almost $100
$100 PSF higher than.
So if us today, if River Valley buy at 1,200, sell at 3,000 average, then this one Bedok buy at 1,300, how much they need to sell?
3,200.
Wow, so high. So 3,200. But of course, Bedok is OCR. So we tone down a bit. Maybe for example, developer say no need to I don't know lah.
I mean, okay, we don't take the 3,000 too higher because maybe in a sense, yes, even though the land cost is higher, people will say, hey, but River Valley maybe is a better location. They bought cheaper. They have a bigger margin or bigger gap. Yeah, so let's say, of course, we cannot achieve the same gap.
Let's say for 2,700 per square foot lah. Today if you are buying at Bedok at 2,700 per square foot, how much you need to sell? 3,000, right?
Must make money.
3,000 per square foot mah.
Yeah.
Who buy property want lose money?
Okay.
But for me, that's why I say OCR. For OCR, right, 3,000 per square foot so far. Haven't hit yet. Haven't hit yet.
Yeah.
For me, you want to sell 3,000, right? For me, haven't hit yet means what? Is hope to sell for me is always a risk because it's something not done. We are a bit of speculation already.
Yeah.
Speculating that they might sell next. I might be able to sell next time. Correct.
If of course you think that, now I buy 2007, already price is like that already. The high chance this might happen. Some people might think like that. But
nobody will say that. Nobody will buy 2007 say no lah. Next time I only can sell 2005.
Then they buy what they buy.
So to me, OCR, if you are looking at buying 27, then you are hoping to sell. For me, it's really risk lah. If you find RCR or OCR, because Bedok 27 mah. If you find RCR or even CCR, example, that is near 27,
maybe even
26
to 27.
27, all these things, right? Of course, sorry. I take out OCR because later same price. If you find it's RCR at 26, 27, next time, how much do you need to sell?
Same.
You need to say same. But today, if we can find something at 25, example, at a better region in a way lah. If they can sell 3,000, good for them. But I always know I can always sell 27. This is called, for me, it's safer.
Yeah.
Because I know my exit. Because if you know that they're going to sell 3,000, even I downplay they sell 27, good for them. If I get something at RCR or CCR at 25, 26, I know that my exit, at least 27 got someone tank for me.
Correct.
OCR.
So that's how we understand how this land cost will affect. Because we already know 1,003 land cost, they will sell maybe 27, 28. We already is unlikely that they can sell lower lah.
Yeah. For me, if you talk about OCR, right, if you can find OCR that's 24, why must I go for 27? Correct.
Yeah. Which is, there could be right? Yeah.
This is how we buy safe lah, so that we are more protected for our exit. Because in the end of the day, that's why I say I keep emphasizing exit is the most important.
Yes.
Where is the place you lock it in? Lock it your loss or lock in your wins?
Yeah. So technically, right, what we are discussing here actually is we're talking about entry price. But entry price also is a big component of exit. Because can I see if you buy something that is a low entry price, your margin is more. Are you safer? Yeah. We in property, right? I think our boss always say, we don't want to be the head. We don't want to be the first one to chiong. Yeah. Because we don't know the future, we cannot tell you, confirm in the future, OCR 3,000 is normal, confirm. We cannot confirm. Yeah. But today, if we know that people are buying at 27, 28 at OCR, if we go for 25, 26, or even 27 for RCR, can I say this is something that is an opportunity, that is safer? Yeah, that's what we are trying to say.
Yeah, so this is just a concept for this. So sometimes it's different. It's not about what you buy. Like you can buy a very good property, right? But in the end, you pay the wrong entry price. You can also buy the best property and the best entry price, but you exit wrong.
Yeah.
Also jialat.
Correct.
So that's why I say my exit is the timing that is whether you lock in your loss or lock in your wins.
Yeah. So this is one of the most important because this one is really the final step already. Because once we exit, just done now. Yeah. Once you mean we are lost already.
Yeah.
Yeah. You enter wrongly, you still can pray. Maybe the price will go up. Yeah. I don't know. Right. Let's say someone buy wrongly, they still can pray all that.
Got people also contact me and like, I'm looking to sell my property. So I always ask them, so why are you want to sell? Oh, don't know. I see the price quite good. I say if you don't have anything you want to buy, then you go and sell. Then no lah. Maybe I sell already. I go rent.
No, maybe they never think of the next step.
Yeah, correct.
They're thinking like, price good now. Let's say they bought a property at 1 million. Now it's worth 2 million.
Yeah.
Actually, is it a good time? Good time, they make 1 million.
Yeah.
But today, if they take that 1 million, they go and put in a property where I don't know like maybe they can get it at a good price. But after that, a few years later, I realized that cannot. I realized I only can exit at a certain amount. Maybe like 200K only, or whatever lah. Then can I say that actually it would be better, right, if they actually never take action?
Never do anything.
Never do anything lah, because they already made that 1 million ma.
So for us, we always buy something. So we do anything, we always plan. Like then after that, right, before we sell, we calculate already. Then this money put where? Put something that we can see our exit. Is it then this plan, does it fit their plan? Or they just a normal upgrade, want to have a bigger one? These are things that we have to discuss, man.
Correct.
But of course, if they tell me, for me, I don't talk Dylan. For me, if they tell me on the phone, tell me, no, I buy, I rent first, I see the market, then I will tell them relax first. I always tell them relax first, because I don't know how to. I know crystal ball, because sometimes they say rent because they feel that the market will still come down. All these things, these are things that I feel that where they get this vibe or this view. What if the COVID is the best answer? Everyone thinks it's drop, That's why the stock market go down straight away. After that,
fly, man.
Fly. Everything fly. Resale fly. New launch fly. And all these things. So then how? So we don't predict. I mean, there's some prediction, but we don't play with livelihood. For me, I feel like.
I mean, you because you want to say, I exit first, then I wait. It sounds okay, but if you really think about it, right, it's something like gambling.
You're burning money.
Because we sell first, and we are hoping, keyword hoping, the price will drop.
Then you get the best entry.
It's not that we already know that this is the price, then we do something. Now is we are hoping price drop.
Correct.
Different.
So this is something that we will say. So you meet us, what will you expect? Because sometimes when you meet us, doesn't mean that you need to do something. Sometimes when you meet us, you maybe just want to know, is there are the options available? Whether I go with the option, that one is up to you.
It's more of like we will have different plans.
Then for example, and also if you have a plan, then maybe you can talk to us for a plan. Then we see, is there any blind spot that you need to focus on? Like for example, you will buy something here. What is any competitors? How's your layout? Correct. All these things.
So that's why when we talk about blind spot, right, we also sometimes discuss about USP, which in our previous video you will know different area got different USP. So the starting first, of course, we will try to find out what area you're looking at, what size, everything, what region you're looking at, what cluster, what area Then after that, when we talk about blind spot, right, that's when we actually understand, okay, if you want this area, what you need to look for, so that in the future your exit will be safer. This is the things that we actually
like if you buy East Coast, right, premium seaside if you sea view should I pay higher? Then for 40-15 is proven sea view really can pay the premium. Then go and pay
Correct. That's what I'm trying to say.
Of course you someone maybe it's just like I just want D15, no need the sea view, no need premium. Then you buy the no premium one.
Then you should buy something that is no premium right now. If you want D15, you still want D15, but you don't care about the sea view. Then you must make sure you buy something that is no premium. Because if you buy something at a premium, can I say you will definitely lose to those that have sea view? If you buy something that is correct premium, because why you pay premium? The premium is supposed to be sea view.
So they are so that means just what Dylan say, right? If you buy a place that you don't have the USP, right, then you don't pay premium. If you buy the USP, you buy with the USP, does the premium make sense? This is something that you
and
need.
what we meant by blind spot, right, is that 我们讲 premium what's the premium? That one we need to analyze. I cannot tell you.
Premium is confirm must push over the transaction one.
I cannot tell you
because that one is scarcity, all these things. This is what you expect when you meet us. So once again, I think we have reached the end of video. This is our QR code. You can scan. You can find us easily on our social media
and of course, if you feel that this one information or whatever we share is very useful or analysis, right, do subscribe and also follow us and visit our website also, www.letstalkproperty.sg. So once again, I'm Dylan.
I'm Matthew.
We see you soon.